celebrate good times. Come on. Hey, kia ora. Happy New Year's Eve. And for those of you already in 2022, been following it around the globe, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022 for those in the countries that have already entered the new year. So what's happened today? Not a lot. It has been a very quiet day. It's been a very cool day. I did my second part of my grocery shopping, and this is a really cool story. So I did the second part of my grocery shopping this morning, and just got stuck in and got working. And the app would beep every now and again when something had to be refunded or replaced, and that was fine. Then I got the beep to say the shopping was on the way, so I put it on the map thing, and had the phone sitting here on the phone stand, and kind of forgot about it. And then I looked at it to see where the person was. Usually I get a beep when they're about 5 minutes away to say, for safety reasons, wear a mask, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't get that. And so anyway, I thought, let me see how far away she is. And I had a look on the app, and it showed that she was on her way down here. So Zeffie's looking out the window and everything else. And nothing happened. She doesn't turn up. I thought, where is she? And I look, and this is like 5 minutes later, I look at the app. She's driving out of the resort. So I'm like texting this woman like crazy, like, do you need directions to get to my RV? Where are you? Where are my groceries? And she sends me a photo of somebody's front porch and goes, and I go, that is not my house. I don't live in a house. I live in an RV. Where are my groceries? Nothing. And then she closed the call, which meant I couldn't chat with her anymore. And so I thought, fine, we'll fix this. So I contacted Instacart to say, hey, they say they delivered my groceries. I have already texted the person. I sent text messages to the driver asking her where my groceries were, because I saw she was pulling away from where my RV is. And so I texted her to say, hey, where are my groceries? Do you need directions to my place? Where are my groceries? She sends me a picture, which is not my place. And to say that, didn't even respond that they were delivered or anything else, or whether she had delivered them. I says, where are they? They are not at my place. Where are they? And I even told her that the picture was not my place. And I said, and then she closed out the call, and I still have no groceries. And the guy in the chat was really good. A lot of automation coming out through that, though. Working on chat, you can tell how quickly somebody can type. And these paragraphs were like either copied and pasted or Autobots. Not sure which, but they were coming on pretty quickly. And so he starts investigating the thing and asking me questions and everything else. And then I get a knock on the door. And I go and answer the door, and it's one of the neighbors in the street. And they turn around and said, did you expecting an order from Fry's? I went, yeah. They go, oh, it's on my front porch. I'm like, say what? I said, your street number isn't even 2208, which is what mine is. And how did they get it? They're like 2022 or something. They're down the street. But everybody that I know in the neighborhood knows that I get my groceries delivered. And so he says, oh, come along, I'll give you a hand. So I walked down to his place. We picked up the groceries together. We walked all the way back to my place with my groceries. Then I went back in and said, one of the neighbors from down the street came and knocked on my door, because they know that I get my food delivered, and asked if I was expecting an order from Fry's. And we got it all taken, and we found the order. It was on their property. And so I said, so thank you very much for your assistance on that. They gave me a $10 credit to use, which I thought, that is so sweet. Just for the inconvenience and everything else. So I went in and lowered the tip for the driver, because I figured if you can't deliver to the right house, and they said, please, they were very adamant, please check the order and make sure that everything is okay. Well, I had frozen foods in there, and they were not showing any signs of defrosting. Thankfully, it was like 50 degrees. It was 50 degrees outside today. And they'd only been sitting outside at most for like 30 minutes. So I thought, okay, we're still within that safety time zone of frozen foods. So we're good. Yeah. Thank you, Food Safety and Sanitation 101. Actually, don't even think it was 101. So I finally got my groceries. The first thing I did was pull out my frozens, check them, and I have to tell you, the cauliflower hash browns are amazing. They are really, really good. They taste like regular hash browns, and they're made with cauliflower. And so this time I ordered 2 packs of them, because I can only get 2 meals out of each bag. But I felt them. They were still firm, put them in the thing. And then I had butterflied shrimp in there. And so checked those. They were still okay. So put them in the freezer. So everything's in the freezer. That should be in the freezer. And so then I pulled out all the cold stuff and checked them. And yep, everything was fine. Got put away. And so yeah, so that was this morning while I was busy going through my to-do list and trying to get everything on my to-do list done for the year. So there's a lot of work still going on. And somebody said, "What are you going to be doing tomorrow?" And I said, "Oh, what are you doing for New Year's Eve?" And I said, "I'm probably going to put movies on tonight." And I said, "I'll probably be asleep before midnight, but I have a bunch of boxes that have come in and the place just looks a mess. So I'm going to start breaking down boxes and flattening them to put into the car to take to the recycle bin." And they go, "Well, that sounds much more interesting than my evening." In other words, watching movies and I'm breaking down boxes. That's all I'm going to be doing this evening. Probably plant myself on the floor down there with these boxes around me and just start breaking them down. And thankfully I have, oh God, where did I put it this time? I went and got my mail this morning too. So that was pretty cool. I think my box cutter is over there. So yeah, I'm going to be able to use I could have sworn I had my box cutter here. Must still be over where I was unpacking my order that came in today. That wasn't supposed to be here till next week. So I was like, yes. And then, and so then I cleared everything. And then of course, when we got the mail, we came back and I got the mail that's here at the park. And that's where they put the newsletters in for the week. And one of them was, there is a freeze warning out for this weekend. Please wrap your pipes at your water pipes at your faucet. And I'm like, I gotta wrap those things. And then they were telling you how to wrap them. So old towels, wrap it around, tie it up with some duct tape or whatever. Or if you've got pool noodles, use those. Or some sort of pipe insulation, but it's wrap. And I'm sort of like, dang, because we're down to, tomorrow is supposed to be down to 34 and Sunday to 33. And so I'm like, So now I have to figure out how to wrap my pipes out at the faucet thing. And then I was reading on Facebook today when I was having my lunch break and reading the stuff for the park. And one guy was turning and says, "Oh yeah, got to make sure that you wrap those things. And this is how you wrap them. And some people build things around, little huts around them. They're okay if you build the little huts around them." Because I see all these like brick things in this one area. And I'm like, what the heck? And it turns out it's all their water stuff. So if it gets down to freezing, it doesn't burst the things. And I'm like, well, how does having bricks or wood or a structure around the faucet prevent it from freezing? Because it's still going to come up through the ground. So I'm sort of like, but apparently if those little meter things, and according to this guy, apparently if the water meter things blow, it's the responsibility of the person who is leasing the site. If you are out on the site if you are an annual resident, which I am, if your meter blows, you have to pay for the replacement of it. And it's like $300. So I'm like scrounging around going, okay, what have I got that I can use to wrap these pipes to prevent them from freezing? So I'm going to figure that out tomorrow. I don't have old towels. I don't want to use new ones. I don't have old towels. I have rags, but they're like thick, those shop rags, the thick paper. Maybe they'll work. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I'm trying to think what I've got in the boxes that I could possibly use. But yeah, I've got some Reflectix. I wonder if that would work. I put a layer of the shop rags underneath and then wrap the Reflectix around it. I wonder if that would work. And of course, everything's closed tomorrow, and everything is now closed now because I was looking at Home Depot and maybe going down there and getting something, but of course I didn't finish work till 5 and they said they were closing at 6. And I was like, okay, well, there goes that idea. And I went to order Zeffy's food to get it delivered today. And they said, sorry, we can't deliver it till it won't be delivered till Tuesday. That's our earliest date. I'm like, great. And then I was trying to get it to go out, so that I could go pick it up. And they're like, we don't like any of your credit cards. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm looking at my credit cards going, they're perfectly fine. So I was like, okay, I better not try it too many times or they'll lock my card and then I can't use it at all. I got to call them up and get them to unlock it. I found out that if you try charging your credit card too many times for the same thing, the bank will lock it and you can't use it. You actually have to call them and get it unlocked. So I was sort of like, okay, keeping that in mind, thought, why is my credit card not any good? It was fine when I wanted to do my credit cards were fine when I wanted to do the same day delivery through DoorDash at Pet, and then I was on the PetSmart site. It was fine then. But the moment I switched it to picking up for the day, they had all sorts of issues. I'm so like, interesting. So I think I have enough food for her. Well, I've got enough food to get her through till Sunday, and then Sunday when we'll go out and go to the dog park and thing, and there's a PetSmart up near where we go to the dog park, so I'll just pop into there and deal with the shop. Pop in there and get her some food. Or maybe I would just do we will pick it up. But I don't know if you can designate a time to pick up for that. So we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, so we've got a few things to do around here. I've got to do the dishes and just want to get the place a little tidier, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do that tonight. But tomorrow I start my 21-day manifestation challenge. So I'm looking forward to that. I've got done all the pre-work. Yes, I think I've finished all the pre-work. I have to go and check. I haven't checked since this morning, since before we went for our walk with Zeffy, and make sure I've got that done. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So it's going to be very interesting. See how the mind changes and the mindset and everything else to go after what you want to go after for. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm out of here now for the rest of the evening. I will see you guys next year. Have a super fantastic, sparkling New Year's Eve. If you are having a party, if you are at friends' places and drinking, please, please, please be responsible. Use Uber or Lyft apps to get you drivers. Have a designated driver, but please don't drink and drive. There's what's the sign they've got going up around at the moment? I tell you, Surprise, Arizona has really cool little road signs, and the one they've got there is, "You booze, you cruise, you lose. Drive wise." And I thought, I like that one. If you booze, you cruise, you lose. So don't booze and cruise. Booze, have somebody else drive you who is either a Lyft or a Uber driver or a designated driver, so that everybody is safe this weekend. So looking forward to bringing in the new year. There's lots of great stuff that's happening. So Zeffy, when are you going back to bed? Come on, come up. Come up here. Come on, come. Zeffy, come. Let's see if you do it this way. Get a bit of dog food. Come here, come up. Good girl. Come here. We're going to wish, I know you don't like being up here. I know you don't like it. Come on. Come here. Hey, what's this? You going to say Happy New Year to everybody? Okay, so from Zeffy and I, have a super fantastic, sparkling 2022 New Year. And we want to wish you all the best for 2022. We are now declaring 2021 as complete, and we are ready to rock 2022. Have a super fantastic, sparkling, safe evening partying, and we will catch you guys bright and early tomorrow morning or next year, whichever way you want to look at it. Hei konara.